Hey, it's Dakota from Doom Riffs. I've been wanting to try a Reverend for quite a while, and I thought I saw this and I did a little more research on it. But why not do the most perfect spec to me? Reverend. One pickup, reverse headstock, cool color. This is a Bayonet custom, and I'm gonna go through all the specs real quick. It is Carina neck and body, set neck. It has a nice brown stain on the back, locking tuners, reverse headstock, 23 and a quarter, 23 and 3/4 scale, rail hammer, chisel. This is actually like very, very hot, and it's like twice the output. Not like literally twice, but it's way more than I'm comfortable with. I like my Duncan distortions. Wilkinson trim. This is the worst part of the guitar. It's not a bad trim, but it doesn't really make sense having a trim on this. Uh, Knobs, volume, tone, bass contour. I love the knob layout. I love what the knobs do. I love playing with tone knobs, so having the bass contour makes it a little more fun. Hate that setup. But not gonna keep this. Tried it. Been a couple days. I'm not. It just doesn't fit, and I'd rather someone get it that will appreciate it. There was a shop up in Dallas. I forgot the name of it, but they commissioned 24 of these, but in four colors: blue, gold, red, black. And each of the colors there was only six made. So this is one of six in blue. Upon further investigation, someone did a neck pickup install, and the other two I found they left alone. So there's like two I couldn't see, and I did not find anyone that owned the gold ones. But I did find two red ones for sale, which is I thought was very interesting. This is my Rev G. It has JJs in it. I'm boosting with a metal zone, and I'm playing through both Marshall cabs. This one has GT 65s. That one has T75s, both made in UK. For mics, I have two Rode USB-C mics. One's by my phone and one is on the strap, so you'll hear it blend. And I'm in B standard, 13 to 56. You have so much versatility with this thing. If this was a hardtail, I would keep it in a heartbeat. I scavenged looking for anything similar spec to this from Reverend. Nothing. Um, Quality, and this is not a shot at them, but these are Korean made, and this feels identical to older Schecters and like EC1000s, the LTDs. Not a bad thing. Those are great guitars, but it's not the vibe I got when I looked at this. But it's cool. It's very familiar feeling to me. So I'm not like feeling like I'm holding this really fragile thing. Like when I say those things, I know this can take a beating because both of those I had set neck and I abused the living hell out of them growing up. So I know this is stable. I feel comfortable with it. The Karina body and neck, not a big fan. I like my alder and my maple. Uh, this has more resonance and like sustain, but I think that's a set neck thing versus a bolt-on thing. I have a molded Jazzmaster case that this does fit in, which is cool. These are smaller than Jazzmasters when the bodies are concerned, and no one talks about that. So if you want a molded case, but you don't know where to look, I have a Gator case. I used to have 2 Jazzmasters, and I've been using that case for so many different guitars. Telecasters fit really snug in a Jazzmaster case. Strats obviously fit. Jazzmasters, Jaguars. This fits. It's a little loose in there, actually. So these are not as big as they seem online. But I am bummed because this is probably the prettiest guitar I've ever owned. But it'll go to someone that will really, really enjoy it. And I believe these were all made in 22. But yeah. I'm going to probably try another Reverend in the future. I'm not going to let this be the end all for how I see them. But I now know going forward, when I try Reverends to buy for myself, I'll avoid this trim. Because it's not that I'm not a fan of the guitar, it's mostly this trim. And like you could block it, but I'm not a big fan of doing that. I just like my hardtails. But yeah, I'm gonna riff a little more. And thanks for watching. If you have questions, leave a comment. I like to respond and just chat. Yeah.